It's time, all you mother grunkers. You thought I was gonna say fuckers, didn't you? But I didn't. I said grunkers. For the new shit review of the colored version. Where the fuck did I put it? Here, wait. Where is it? Where is it? I fucking just had it. Here it is. For the colored DaYan Guhong review shits with a white side, not a black side, and a pretty little logo that I didn't get with my other Guhong from speedcubeshop.com. So yeah, bitches, this, after I, broke it in a little bit, I mean, when I pulled it out of the box, it was really stiff, unlike my other Guhong. As soon as I put it together, it was really nice. But this one, for some reason, was really rough and stiff, and I had to really work it in, and I lubed it, and now it's great. A couple little problems with it that I'll get into a little later on in the review. But, so yeah, it came in a box. Now, this wasn't a DIY kit. It came in this little box here. The DaYan box. Now, and this guy on the back here, I guess that's Mr. DaYan, or DaYan something. I can't focus on it unless I change my focus settings, and I don't really want to do that. But if you could only see his eyes, he looks so stoned out of his mind. Just, hey guys, hello guys, I am DaYan. He's a fucking stoner, Mr. DaYan. Now, this guy, I don't know. I guess these are all the puzzles he's made and whatnot. A lot of DaYan puzzles that I'm probably never gonna have. Just because I can't ever buy cubes, So, this is a really beautiful cube. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. It just, I don't even want to play with it, because it's just so awesome. But now, I did notice sometimes they have a double logo, like they'll have an extra logo for the yellow side or whatever side, but mine just has one logo and it came already on the white side, which is fine. That's what I wanted. That's fine. Now, I forgot where I was going with this. Now, I guess the only color that I can't say that I enjoy as much is the orange. The orange is a little dull and hard to see sometimes when you have it all mixed up, but it's not the same as the red, so that's not a problem. You can distinguish the two. It's just kind of muted. It's not, I would need it to be more fluorescent, like the CubeSmith Half Bright set, or Bright, I guess, has the fluorescent orange, like this. Now, the two oranges, I mean, you can see a huge difference there. This one almost looks pink on the camera. But, now, I remember what I was going to say. I did practice around a little bit with this, and I did notice that my color neutral solves were a lot better with this. I could definitely tell what I was doing a lot more. One thing I did to this, since opening it, is I did take all the corners apart, and I took, now if you remember CamCuber saying in his Guhong review video, there's two of these little pieces inside the corners, and the one that's, take it out here, oh shit, the one that's, the one that's inside the stalk, I took all those out because it helps it cut corners better. It wasn't really cutting very well. Now, that could have been because I didn't tension it or lube it yet, and it was really rough. But I did notice a huge difference once I took those out. So, I mean, I guess that really is how it works. So, that's one thing. Another thing I really wasn't crazy about, and this is with all assembled cubes that come assembled, and even some that I assembled myself. I hate this. This is what I hate about all DIY cubes, is that there's always one side, there's always one screw that is a little crooked, and that on mine is the blue side. When I had it all apart and I was tensioning it and making sure they were all even, the fucking blue side had the little crooked screw. It was crooked to where when, you know, it's not straight, if the piece is not straight on the core. So it's not making a huge noticeable difference on this cube for some reason, as it does on F2s and whatnot. But usually it's a pain in the ass because it makes one layer smaller or whatnot, and then if you turn it the other way, it's bigger. It's a big pain in the ass. But so my blue side's a little crooked. Like if you move the piece around, it pulls out more on the side where the screw is further away from the core, bent away. Let's say this box is the core, my fingers are the screw. It's like this. Maybe not that much, but it's, you know, crooked. And the piece will pull out further on the side that's further away from the core, right here. Whereas where on this side that's closer to the core, you can't really pull it out as much because the piece is hitting the screw where it's crooked. And so what's going to happen is if you don't tension it exactly right, what happens, and this is why F2s pop, is it's going to pop on the side that has the screw further away from the core, because it's pulling out further there. But on the other side, you won't even be able to cut corners. And I figured this out a while back when F2s started pissing me off. Yeah, so it's just like a Guhong, only I've said before, new cubes feel really cheap to me, and that's exactly how this one feels. And when I compared it to my other Guhong that I've had for a little while, that one feels so much more solid and sturdy. Yet when I put that together, that felt cheap. I don't know what happens to cubes over time. They don't feel cheap anymore. But for some reason, that's just how it works with me. I don't know. Basically, it's a Guhong. If you have a Guhong, that's what it is. The pieces. Now, another cool thing about this is you can put any color scheme you want at any time if you feel like sitting there taking the pieces all apart and putting them back together, which I really don't ever feel like doing. But that's the cool thing about it. And you just take the pieces apart, put them back in any color scheme you want. That's awesome. So I guess all the Japanese guys get theirs and they change the blue and the yellow around, which is actually the original Rubik's color scheme, really. It's not really Japanese color scheme. They just still use the original color scheme. I guess that's basically it. I don't really have much else to say. So I'll see you guys later. And I've got more cubes coming, like I said, in my last little video there, the vlog number 4. I've got the next one that should show up is the DaYan Ling Yun and the Type A fucking 5F. So maybe I'll give a little review if I find anything interesting about those. See ya later, mates.
This has been a product of the Phil Golub Institution of Cubing.